let me tell you what happened to me on Rust the other day. So I go on my favorite server, just wiped. I'm lit because I have all the blueprints from the previous wipe. So literally, I don't have to use any of my scrap to learn anything. So I'm like, alright, bet. So I scout out where I'm gonna build a base. Fucking gather the hemp, the wood to get a bow and arrow. Go all the way across. You know what I'm saying? I get mats and shit. And then I start bobbing it up. You know what I'm saying? I build my base. And then I go to like gas station and I go to train system like one time, but I ended up getting off because I went to go play Among Us. So I didn't like grind too much the first night of wipe, which is pretty important if you want to snowball, especially because like population is really high first couple of nights on this server. So I decided to come back on at 6 a.m. because I had gotten supply drop from a military crate gas station. They're pretty rare, so I was like lit. So I call that shit in. As soon as that shit comes in, I hear footsteps around my house. So I go out to defend that shit. I kill one of them, and the other two just bodied me right away. It was literally a trio, and I played by myself, so it's fuck. So I spawn on the outside of my base because I don't want to spawn on the inside. And they're like scouting my shit to raid it. And then like I spawn again in another bag, and I like hear explosions and shit. I'm like, fuck. Like, so then I have like a third bag. Like time passes, whatever, and I'm walking to where my base is, and I see them running from this other base, which I assume is theirs, and I'm assuming those are the guys. And these idiots literally left the doors open to their base. I'm like, oh my god, these guys are so stupid. Like, so I go inside, and there was literally more loot than I even gathered. Like, I had a SAR to my name, and there was like 2 SARs, a DB, like a shit ton of metal frags, scrap, my jackhammer. Like, it was basically my loot plus more. So I took all that loot, built another base nearby, and then transferred the rest of it. On my third trip going back to the base, my plan was to use a shotgun and wait for them to come back inside and then kill them in there. But when I got back, they closed the doors already. These guys definitely were some chads. They had full kits, AKs already, and they probably played for about 12 hours straight. So I knew they were loaded, but they were literally so bad at the same time. Like, who actually leaves their doors open? I also knew they were bad because after I used the scrap that they redonated to me to buy a jackhammer at Outpost, on my way back, this guy misses a whole SAR clip. I'm naked too. He's literally wasting a whole SAR clip, on a naked coming out of Outpost, and he missed the whole shit. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's trash, man. So I literally was like, alright, I'm gonna take this whole time to farm sulfur, and I'm gonna get revenge. I'm gonna raid their shit. They have to know who they're messing with. Like, fuck out of here. And I did exactly that. I farmed up enough sulfur and made a shit ton of rockets. I also recruited this guy named Pooh. He was a pretty heavy hitter in our server, and this is the messages between me and him. His teammate was Webbs, but he didn't want to offline them. Pooh didn't mind. He just didn't want to kill any of them, so that when they wake up and log back onto the server, it says that he killed them. Grateful, the homie came through with a rocket launcher, and we were about to get down to business. Behind me is the raid base that I made. We had a turret protecting us and shit, and then this is their shitty little base. We finally got in. Look at all those comps. They were fucking loaded. I knew there was a lot more that they had behind the rest of that garage door. Finally, I could exert my revenge on these bastards that stole my supply drop and raided my base.
Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I'm just a dude with the bow, dude. Just here for some scraps.
This is the Iceman. Like, he's in the chat. Midnight, come on, buddy. We can share. He's pretty important, so remember him.
That was some sus shit, dude.
It's funny, this guy actually called us out for hacking in the chat.
Can I get like one jackhammer?
So after depoting, I felt kind of rich, and I decided to give all the scraps to the Iceman. He just wanted a jackhammer, man. So, you know, I honestly had so much stuff I couldn't even use it myself. So, and he was pretty grateful, so it worked out. You can grab whatever. There's an ore upstairs.
Oh, should we close this door? I guess it doesn't matter. Eh?
I'll close it. There's some chainsaws here, jackhammer.
Holy shit. Dude, why? Like, how do they have? Oh man, do you know that there's this much cloth here?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, thanks, dude. How do they have this many fucking chains or jackhammers? Holy guns. Dude, can I actually take whatever?
Yeah, take all those guns, dude. There was a lot more,
Oh my
dude.
god, dude, okay. Fuck all this stuff. Get rid of all this bullshit. My base is like literally right over there, that's how I kept just coming back, but... Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you, dude.
No doubt, man.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's this box.
Holy shit, eh? What the fuck? Food box, dog.
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah. Okay, we got pistol ammo in the fucking furnace. Alright, sick, dude. You're the man. I should seal this or something. Fuck.
And I was feeling like the man for sure. I was just chilling on the server. I did military tunnels a couple times, but I literally had everything that I could ever want. I built some turrets, and then I seen Pooh in the chat. It looked like he was raiding a base, and he was stuck. And I felt like this was my chance to repay him, to show him how grateful I was. So I messaged him. I'm like, yo, do you need help? He's like, yes. I'm like, do you want me to buy a mini and come over? He's like, yes. So I grabbed all the comps that I had from the raid, I recycled them, paid the scrap, bought a mini, and I'm on my way to go save Pooh. Honestly, who did most of the work for this raid? All I did was bring over the mini and save his ass, but it was definitely worth it. Pretty good shape. Damn, dude, this is lit, bro. What is going on? Let's put this here for now. So this is all of the loot I've accumulated after raiding and getting my revenge on that trio and helping Pooh out when he got stuck. You know, there's so much loot that I really wouldn't know what to do with it. And you know, it got me thinking, whatever happens to the loot you don't use? I mean, I know at the end of wipe, it obviously gets wiped, but you ever wonder how many times that damaged MP5 that you have in your inventory has been passed around? And then I think probably not too much, because the weapon durability on that gun is pretty low. So, but that SAR, that hunting bow, how many people do you think used it? Some people, they get too attached to their loot, you know? I've been there. You learn. Loot is temporary. It's just rust. It's all a cycle. You lose it, get it, you know, just like me. I lost my base. I took my loot back. I took some more. It's just a cycle of rust. Little did I know that this would be the last time I would see all of my things. The Iceman. He messaged me. I wasn't really paying attention to the coordinates, so I didn't know that he messaged me and warned me that he was actually going to raid me. But he did. And you know what? I wouldn't have preferred it to be anyone else. I'm glad the little jackhammer grub ended up with all the loot, because at the end of the day, it made his day too.